A little gasp or except they thought. His eyes were winded as I kissed his open mouth. His heart was beating and running faster. I can feel it. They didn't respond for a few seconds, but then he slowly closed his eyes and placed his both hands on my both shoulder and started moving his lips for the first time. I felt something inside my heart. My heartbeat was faster, just like him. I started kissing him with a passion, and he was my poor boy, trying to match my pace. I can tell he was so innocent that in this I can feel a shyness. I was so lost in they that I didn't realize when he became breathless until he dug his neck on my shoulder. I instantly pulled back. I closed my eyes and placed my forehead on his. We both were breathing heavily, and after a few minutes, I opened my eyes and saw he was looking at me with a shy smile. When my eyes were meet him, he looked down and smiling. So, it's called a proper kiss. I whispered in his ear, and he hugged me instantly and hid his face on my chest. I took away except my mouth. After a few minutes, I pulled Tae and wrapped both arms around his waist while he was playing with my shirt buttons. Congrats, I said and smiled. He looked up at me confused. For what? They asked in a low tone. For your first kiss, I said, and smile didn't leave my lips for a mere second until he shook his head as no. They shook his head and my smile was dropped and I raised my eyebrows. Huh? I asked and raising my eyebrows. No. First word, second. They told me and something inside me was snapping and I immediately moved back, removing my hand. What? It's mean he kissed before. But whom? I thought I was the first one. But I'm not. Again I didn't know why I felt so disappointed and hurt to know that he kissed someone else. I moved back and was about to turn to go, when suddenly he wrapped his hands around my neck and pulled me toward him. I was startled by his act. My dear husband, no need to jealousy, they said and smirked. They, remove your hand, I'm getting late, I said without looking at him, and they pulled me closer to him. Okay, you can, but first let me finish my sentence. They said and smiled, but I didn't look at him, nor I said anything. My first kiss and my second was everything in future, whether it's only you, they said, and my snap was toward him. What do you mean? You just said that this is not your first kiss, that it's mean you have kissed before. If you're lying then this is your second. Or you're lying that I'm your first. Now tell me what was the truth. I asked a little louder, but they just smiled and nodded. Both are truth. They don't play games with me. I want him, but in return they giggle, and I huffed. I'm going, I said and was about to try to remove his hand. But he stubborn boy who didn't remove his hand and I glared at him. Okay, sorry. Tell me, do you remember before you left for USA, you came to my room? They asked, and I think for a second, and when I recall, I nodded. The day you gave me my first kiss, they said, and then it hit me. Yes, I remember. I came to his room, and he was crying badly that day. I gave him a kiss on his lip before going. A sign of relief except my mouth, and a small smile appeared on my face. I was lost in the past when I felt Taehyung's lips on mine. I looked at him and saw his eyes were closed and was kissing me softly. I grabbed his waist with both of my hands and pulled him to the wall and started kissing him passionately. And again, I didn't know why I felt this much happy to know that we both were each other first. I left his mouth and kissed his chin and made my way down to his throat and a small mound except his mouth. I made me want to kiss him more, and I did. I started kissing his neck. Cook, they moaned. His eyes were tightly closed. He moved his head to me, and more excess. His hand made it way to my hair. He fixed my hair, and I groaned and parted his neck. They moaned lightly as I gave him another bite. All over. We both were lost until we heard a ringing sound. My eyes were snapped open and I moved back. We both were breathing heavily. His eyes were still closed. He placed his head on my chest and smile made it way to my lips. I calmed my nerve down and took my mobile out. Check who the hell is he? It's, I received the call while stalking Taehyung hair with one hand. What? I asked kinda rudely. Dude, where are you? He yelled from the other side. Home. The words slipped my mouth looking at Tae. What? Are you forget Annie is here? He said and my eyes were winded when I realized I was supposed to meet Annie. Yes, she was here for my birthday. What? I'm coming. Bye, I said and cut the call. They moved back and looked at me confusingly. I have to go, I said, and his face was filled with a smile and smeared away on my lips. We can continue. When we start after coming back, I whispered and they looked down and unwrapped his arms around me. I also let him go. Okay, bye, I said and turned to go, but stopped when I heard they calling my name. Cook, wait. I turned to look at him when he went to the couch and took the t-shirt which he bought for me. Please wear this shirt, they pleaded with his eyes, and I couldn't say no after this beautiful moment, so I nodded walking toward him. Okay, but you have to wear me this by yourself, I said and smiled, and they looked at me with wide eyes. Huh? No. Yes, I said, and they shook his head and just was about to run, but I held his hand and pulled him back to me. They pleaded with his eyes, and I gave him a look to him like I'm not going to listen to anything. And he pouted. I'm getting late. Come on, I said and wrapped my arms around him. He hesitantly started unbuttoning half of my shirt without making eye contact, and I was smiling looking at his fleshy face. They look so adorable and cute. They stopped and looked at me. It's enough, Cook. Please, I can't do this, they said, and pleadingly. And I was chuckled. Oh, but you have to. You want me to wear this, so I said, pointing toward the shirt. You're so stubborn. They went. Am I? I raised my eyebrows and he nodded while pouting like a child. Do you remember once I told you that you can't handle me and you replied with that determination, I can cook, just give me a chance. So here, now I give you a chance. Prove that you can handle me. They huffed while thinking about something and smile appeared on his lips. I looked at him confused. Okay, close your eyes, they said and I raised my eyebrows. Closed. They again said and shrugged and closed my eyes. I felt his hand were moving and he was unbuttoning my shirt. I slowly opened my eyes and saw his eyes were closed. Smart boy. He was shy to see me without a shirt. That's why he told me to close my eyes so he could close his own eyes without me knowing. He said, removing my shirt on my shoulder. Cook, don't open your eyes, they ordered. I just hummed and controlled. I laughed. He thought that I closed my eyes and carefully removed my shirt without touching me. I shook my head while smiling. Can I open it? I said, staring at him. No, they instantly said, and leaned down to grab the black shirt from the table, which he brought with him. His hands were inches away from the shirt. I took the shirt and slowly brought it closer to his hand. He grabbed it and slipped on me and started biting. I went closer to his ear. Now you can open your eyes, I whispered, and they started while his eyes were snapped open. You didn't close your eyes, they asked while the expression, and I raised my eyebrow. Why do you close your eyes? I said, but now he was buttoning my shirt. He opened his mouth to say something, but nothing came, so he closed his mouth. Fine, I'm forgiving you for this time. for cheating, but not every time, I said strictly, and he was biting his lips while his eyes were on the floor. Jungkook, you're getting late. I shook my head to let out those bad thoughts when come again to my mind and see they biting his lips. I signed.